Hi, thanks for stopping by and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Ava and we are going to be reviewing the 4 flavors of Quatreau. Those flavors are passion fruit and guava, cucumber and mint, ginger and lime, and blueberry and acai. Now, these 2 flavors, the passion fruit and guava and cucumber and mint, they both have 20 milligrams of CBD per can. And the blueberry and acai and the ginger and lime, they both have 2 milligrams of THC and 2 milligrams of CBD per can. Now, in the last video where I was talking a little bit about what was listed on the can, on this one, on all of these flavors, it says that it's equivalent, I hope that is focusing, equivalent to 5 grams of dried cannabis. And that is talking about volume only. This is not going to be the same as smoking or vaping 5 grams of dried cannabis. It's just comparing the volume of this beverage to the volume of 5 grams of dried cannabis. So, before we get started, I just want to mention I did try all 4 of these flavors recently within the past week. And the ones that I like the most are the passion fruit and guava. I tend to try something fruity the first time I try something new, if that's available, because I know that no matter what kind of aftertaste or sweetness it has, I'll probably like it and be able to drink it. The other one I really liked is the ginger and lime. I'm a really big fan of ginger, and I found that this beverage, it didn't try to overcompensate for the bitterness of ginger by sweetening it. It actually leans into the spiciness of the ginger, which I really like. And all of these are sparkling beverages. They're not going to taste like the Every beverages that I reviewed in my last video. Those were closer to drinking a soda pop, and these are going to be closer to drinking sparkling water with flavor added to it. So the things that I can say about all of these flavors is that Quatreau did a really good job of balancing everything out. You don't taste any cannabis flavor. There are other drinks that I will talk about in other videos where you're drinking it, you taste the flavors, but then you do taste this aftertaste of the oil, the concentrate that they're using. And for the Quatreau beverages, you don't taste any of that. You just taste like a carbonated water with natural flavor. So in that regard, I thought that all 4 of these flavors were really well done. They're not too sweet. They don't add artificial sweetness. They lean into the natural flavors, and they've coupled up the flavors really well. On each one, the first flavor on the can is what you taste first, I found, and then the second flavor was kind of the aftertaste. And I don't know if that's just a psychological thing. That's how it's written on the can. That's how I was tasting it. But they are really beautifully blended, and they have a good amount of sweetness. I would say on a sweetness level, these were all a 2, and they don't taste artificial at all. The ginger and lime does have a bit of a spiciness to it. I would say that's about a 2. And keeping in mind, this might be more powerful for some people. I'm someone that can eat ginger raw, so I really love the taste of ginger. And I was really pleased with this one because when I drink ginger beer, for example, I find that I can't drink most of them. I'll buy one, I'll have a sip, and it's just way too sweet. It tastes artificial. I don't like that. When I see that something is a certain flavor, I expect that it would be as genuine, as close to that natural flavor as possible. And Quatreau, I don't think that they add anything artificial. When we look at the ingredients, it's all pretty much flavor, and then everything else that's made up of how they mix the concentrate of CBD and THC. And that was the least sciencey sentence of all time, but that's the best way I can put it. So let's take a look at the ingredients before we actually start opening these up and testing them. All of them start out with carbonated water, then it goes on to distilled cannabis blend, and that is listed as vegetable glycerin, monoglycerides, soy lecithin. Oh, in the last video I had a way harder time saying that. Okay, let's just go back. Let's see if I can do that again. Soy lecithin, yes, sucrose monopalmitate, and CBD isolate. And then let's see, for the cucumber and mint, the next one is potassium citrate, calcium disodium EDTA, natural flavors, and then it says it contains soy. After the cannabis blend for the passion fruit and guava, it has citric acid, potassium citrate, calcium disodium EDTA, natural flavors, and it also says it contains soy. This one also says may contain sulfites, so keep that in mind if you're someone that's sensitive to sulfites, and if you are sensitive or allergic to soy, you won't want to drink any of these because they all contain soy. For the ginger and lime, after the cannabis blend, it has citric acid, potassium citrate, calcium disodium EDTA, natural flavors, and then contains soy, may contain sulfites. After the cannabis blend for the blueberry and acai, it's citric acid, potassium citrate, calcium disodium EDTA, natural flavors, and then contains soy and may contain sulfites. So the cucumber and mint is the only one that does not say may contain sulfites. So this one does not have any sulfites. If that matters to you, try the cucumber and mint. And if you are allergic to soy, don't drink any of them. But if you're someone that's just like hesitant for soy, it's not like this is a soy beverage, it's not like soy milk. So do what you will with that information. Let us talk about the nutrition facts super quick, and then we will start opening everything up. So for the cucumber and mint, it has 25 calories for the whole entire 355 milliliters. The passion fruit and guava has 25 calories for the entire container. The ginger and lime has 5 calories for the entire container. And then the blueberry and acai also 5 calories. There's no fat in any of them, no protein, no cholesterol, and there's only carbohydrates in the passion fruit guava. There's 1 carbohydrate. No significant nutrients in this guy. For the passion fruit and guava, 2 milligrams of sodium, 7 milligrams of potassium, and 0.5 milligrams of iron. Ginger and lime, 2 milligrams of sodium, 7 milligrams of potassium. And the blueberry and acai has 2 milligrams of sodium, 50 milligrams of potassium, and 0.1 milligram of iron. All right, super quickly, I know I keep saying we're going to open them. Super quickly, I did some math for the amount of CBD in the passion fruit and guava and the cucumber and mint. So both of these have 20 milligrams of CBD in them. And I went online and I looked up the conversion from milligrams to milliliters and then milliliters to milligrams. And this is based on water. So 20 milligrams of CBD is basically roughly the equivalent of 0.2, 20 milligrams is about the equivalent of 0.02 milliliters. And then 355 milliliters, the whole can, is roughly about the equivalent of 355,000 milligrams. So you have 20 milligrams inside 355,000 milligrams, or 0.02 milliliters inside 355 milliliters. I need to drink some water. So if you do the math and calculate it all in there, it translates to the content of CBD inside the can is 0.0056, and then it kind of goes on percent. So the CBD in this is less than 0.01% of the entire can. And I do believe that what I'm telling you with the math is correct. But if you have anything to say, if you disagree with the numbers, please do so in the comments. All right, let's just open these up. So we're gonna push down, pull up, click, then snap. I've gotten really good at this lately because I've been opening so many of these. But if you get stuck, just go to my video about opening the cans. I have some tricks with the scissors. All right, so on this side, once again, we have 2 flavors, both with 2 milligrams of CBD and 2 milligrams of THC per can. Then we have the 2 flavors over here. Each of these have 20 milligrams of CBD per can. Let's just put these recyclings over here. Okay, so how should we place these so that you can see what is going on? All right, blueberry and acai, ginger and lime, passion fruit and guava, cucumber and mint. Let's go. I'm not going to be doing any taste tests on ice for this, partially because I don't really like to drink soda over ice. I'm not a big fan, and also I don't have that many of the same cups, and it's very important to me that I do the review all in the same cups. So welcome to my life. All right, so we're gonna open these up. I'm gonna have to move these ones around, so I have some backup ones so that we can kind of keep track of what is what. So let us just replace these. I know it's a lot of shuffling, a lot is going on, but we're gonna be okay. So, here, these guys. Bear with me. I don't really know how to speed up the video when I'm editing it right now, so this is just gonna be normal speed. If you want, you can skip ahead, but it shouldn't be that long until I figure it out. Okay, enough of that. So cucumber and mint, passion fruit and guava, then we have the ginger and lime, and we have blueberry and acai. Oh, this is really good because I can face one to you and face the other to me. All right, the first flavor that I tried was the passion fruit and guava. I've done a bunch of other takes of this, so I don't know if I've said that I tend to start with something fruity if I'm not really sure what the beverage will taste like, because I know I'll probably be able to drink it even if it's too sweet or not really the flavor that I expected. So let's pour some passion fruit and guava. Then the cucumber and mint was the second one I tried, and I was really pleasantly surprised with this one. The third one I tried was the ginger and lime, and at first I couldn't get a hold of the blueberry acai, but then before getting everything together for the video, I couldn't find any passion fruit and guava except at Muse. So shout out to Eggs Canna, City Cannabis, and Muse, because that's where I gathered all of these beverages for this video. So the ginger and lime, I was really happy with this. I love ginger. I thought the flavor was very accurate. They didn't try to cover up the spiciness of the ginger with sweetener, and I really appreciate that. I hate artificial ginger taste. It's gross. Give me the spiciness. That's what I want. So blueberry and acai was the last one I tried, and this one's really nice. If you're into berry flavor, then go for the blueberry and acai. It's really nice. Like I said earlier, they're all really well balanced. And I made some notes about the flavors. So if you see me looking down, it's because I don't want to forget to say anything. All right, cucumber and mint, let's go. You definitely smell the cucumber and the mint. It's I like it. It's similar to drinking cucumber water if you were, at the spa and they sliced up some cucumber, put some mint in there, and then added some carbonated water. It's pretty much what it tastes like. You don't taste any CBD or cannabis aftertaste. It's really refreshing. Yeah, so I like that. So instantly you get the cucumber taste, and then you have the mint aftertaste. And as for the carbonation, it's a good amount of carbonation. It's not too carbonated. It's not too carbonated. I don't drink a lot of soda, so for this it's nice. It's not too bubbly. It doesn't it goes down smooth. It doesn't feel harsh. I don't know, I've had soda pop at the fast food places that just feel like it's too carbonated. So this one's really nice. It's really refreshing, revitalizing. If you just kind of want to treat yourself, have some personal spa time, me time, go for the cucumber and mint. It's really nice. I wrote down that it would be like a mojito with cucumber, and that's kind of what I thought of when I first tasted it. When I was tasting all of these, I tried to think of, what's going to be sort of similar if you were drinking something alcoholic, an alcoholic beverage. So this one definitely reminded me of a mojito, just with some cucumber in it. But it doesn't taste like alcohol at all, don't get me wrong. It just tastes like a refreshing flavored carbonated soda. Moving on to the passion fruit and guava. This one smells nice. This one really smells like passion fruit and guava. This one has a really light aroma, but this one smells very, very strong. Yeah, that's a nice smell. And instantly you get that passion fruit and guava. It's really, really smooth. It's not too overpowering, like I said. These are very well balanced. I'm really happy with all of them. However, the passion fruit and guava is still my favorite. I like that it has the 20 milligrams of CBD. When I was reviewing the Every beverages, you might remember those did not have as much CBD. They have, I think, 10 milligrams, if I'm remembering correctly. These ones have twice the amount, and it's not twice the volume. So you are getting a higher concentration of CBD inside one of these if you were to drink it all. And I like the CBD. I find it's a really good amount. I could just drink half of a can and I start feeling more relaxed if I'm using it for like any body aches, which I do have really sore areas that get worse, especially if I'm doing chores, cleaning up, doing things that I don't want to do, but I have to do. And then after, I might sit down and have one of these. I really would choose the fruity flavor over the refreshing, revitalizing flavor of the cucumber and mint. But I still like it. I think I would choose, a different one every once in a while, because I do like to mix it up. I wouldn't want to always pick the passion fruit and guava if I was going with Quatreau. So yeah, this one is my favorite. If we look at the color, these ones are all pretty colorless. They're not like the Everys, which have a lot of color, because those are more like a traditional like fruit soda, whereas these are sparkling beverages. And then when we go over to the ginger and lime and the blueberry acai, these ones, they only have 2 milligrams of CBD and 2 milligrams of THC. So that's going to be a lot less effect on your body. If you want something that's has a lighter effect, less effect on the body, you don't want something so concentrated, you can go with the ginger and lime or the blueberry and acai. I like that they gave you 2 opposite flavors almost with each set of like the 20 milligram CBD and then the 2 and 2 on the THC CBD. I like that they gave you those options. Depending on what you're used to, if you're new or you've consumed CBD and THC oils before, you might want something of a different strength. And it's nice that they give you 2 flavors each, so that you'll probably find something that you like. So if you do enjoy drinking the THC and CBD beverages combined, so it's THC and CBD in one, these are a really good choice. Let's start with the ginger and lime, and then we'll go with the blueberry acai. Just keep it moving down the line. So, smelling first, the aroma, it smells like ginger. It smells like a ginger beer, ginger soda. Yeah, but it's not too overpowering. I like that, like I've said before, in all the flavors, you do taste both. It's not like it's the ginger so overpowering that you don't taste the lime. You are left with the lime taste after you've had that ginger hit you. It does smooth it out with the lime. And as someone that really likes ginger, I find that it's very accurate to raw ginger. If you are making raw ginger tea at home, you probably know what I mean. It doesn't have any added sugar to try to cover that up, so it's got like a spiciness of like a 2 and a sweetness of a 2 on the spiciness and sweetness scale out of 5. I really enjoy this one. This one would be something that's more similar to having like a Moscow Mule. I think that's what I wrote down. Let's see. Yeah, so a Moscow Mule is just basically this with vodka. It does not taste alcoholic at all. It's really nice. I would have this if I needed something to kind of give me a little bit of a kick, if I just was in the mood for a ginger and lime, or if you're someone that likes to pair up your beverage with what you're eating. You have a really good selection of flavors here to do it that way, but I don't really do that. I mostly just like, drink juice or drink a soda depending on how I'm feeling. But maybe we'll get into that. I don't know. Maybe I could like read about that. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Then, very last, the blueberry and acai. This one definitely smells like blueberries. It's very strong. It reminds me of I like craisins. I love dried cranberries, and I sometimes get the blueberry or the pomegranate craisins, and that's what it reminds me of when I smell it. Blueberry flavored craisins. Yeah. Yeah, that one's really good. If I could, I would put the 20 milligrams of CBD in the blueberry and acai because I enjoy the blueberry acai flavor a little bit more than the passion fruit and guava. And I would rather drink the high CBD content soda rather than drinking the low CBD content soda, just for how it eases the pain that I'm feeling. But this one tastes so good that I would have it again. I've never had just acai juice on its own, but I would say that as someone that drinks a lot of blueberry smoothies at home, just blueberries and soy milk, you can taste the acai. Like, it does give it a little bit of that extra like sweetness to the blueberry and changes it a bit. But it's not too overpowering. All right, guys, final thoughts. I really love the passion fruit and guava and the ginger and lime. I would pick those two if I had to pick one of each content of THC CBD. I think that they're all really well blended. They're very smooth, very well balanced. All of them are very accurate to the flavor, and they're not too sweet. They're not too bland. I think that they have a really good amount of flavor, and they did a really good job formulating these ones. Thanks for watching until the very end. Please comment, let me know what you thought. If you've tried these before, let us know which one is your favorite. Please subscribe with notifications so that you can see new content every week. Sometimes the uploads get posted really late because they take a really long time to render and upload to YouTube. And sometimes I can't always start filming so early. So thanks, guys. Stay tuned for more content, and you can click the links up in the main channel banner for the Instagram, the maps list, and then the Facebook. Take care, guys. See you in the next video.